Hello, welcome back to episode 3 of the Sam and Noah podcast. This is Sam.
Hello, Noah here.
And today, it's Mother's Day to all the mothers listening to our podcast. We hope you're having a fantastic day.
Yeah,
to my
happy
mom,
Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, although I know you don't listen to this, so you won't be hearing it.
But for those who are, thank
you
you.
for listening and have a great day. Let's get right into it, I guess. Noah,
right.
what have you been up to? What's been going on in the past week?
Well, I could list it all to you in one hand. Sleeping, eating, gaming, and a bit of basketball outside.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't done anything either, other than basically the same stuff as you.
Notice how homework isn't listed.
Oh, I have been doing homework. I have been doing that. Right. So today is May 10th, and for those of you who watch YouTube and who know who Flight Reacts is, I'm sure a lot of you don't, but he's a sick guy. All I'm gonna say is June is right around the corner, and if you get my reference, that's cool. If you don't, go check out Flight Reacts.
Okay, well I might have to go check out Flight Reacts because I have no idea what that reference was or who it even is. So.
But now let's move on to what we're actually going to talk about today, and my first thing I wanted to mention was the second person ever was just cured of HIV. And so, yes, someone has actually been cured of HIV before. If you didn't know, his name is Timothy Ray Brown. He's American, and he's considered to be the first person cured of HIV/AIDS. I don't know why they say considered, because I thought you could only be cured or not be cured of HIV.
Well, I mean, maybe the symptoms can come back and get hit with like a second. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. But he was called the Berlin patient at the 2008 conference on retroviruses and opportunistic infections. And this is where his cure was first announced. He only came forward and disclosed his name in 2010. And so just now, the second person was cured. It's a British guy. He's had it for 30 months. And, well, I guess he's not cured. They said he's in sustained remission. So, to me, that's cured, but not to everyone. And that happened with a stem cell transplant, effectively curing the recipient, says the article. Their work was published in Nature, which is a magazine of some sort, and will be presented on the annual conference on retroviruses and opportunistic infections in Seattle.
Nature is actually one of the top journals in the science community.
Yes, I knew that because I too am a scientist. Yeah. So.
Yeah, stem cell research is insane. Like, if they well, I don't exactly know what it is, but I know that when they are able to do it effectively, like the stem cell transplants, or not transplants, but I guess donations in a way. It's gonna revolutionize the medicine.
Yeah, I agree. And you know how you can pick up stem cells from umbilical cords? I think that in the future, a bunch of parents are going to be keeping their children's umbilical cords. So in case anything bad ever happens to them and they need stem cells, they can just take some from the umbilical cord.
I feel like that's a very weird thing to do.
Oh, it is, but I think it's the way of the future.
Well, I've heard from someone somewhere that apparently you eat the umbilical cord. I'm not sure if this is
You eat it?
Eat it. Let's search it up right here. Eating umbilical cord. Yeah. So you can eat the placenta and leave the umbilical cord attached.
I'm not gonna eat my kid's umbilical cord. I don't think.
Why do people decide to eat a human placenta? Well, the more you know.
Isn't that incest? No, not that it's a bad thing. I don't want to be racist or anything. That's part of your culture. If it is, that's fine. But I mean, my culture, we don't do that as far as I know.
Oh, okay. So here's what it says. So the nutrients that have passed from... Sorry, I'm going to cough.
That was a gorgeous cough.
Thank you. The nutrients that have passed from mother to fetus over months of pregnancy are, some believe, still packed inside the bloody organ and should not be wasted. Instead, the raw placenta could provide just what the mother needs as she recovers from childbirth and begins breastfeeding, and that means eating it.
I'm not sure if that's how chemistry works, but that's interesting.
Well, okay, well, I knew it was somewhere around. Well, this is from BBC News.
Oh, but is it a scientific
Uh,
hypothesis
well,
or a religious hypothesis? Not that religion's bad. Once
it's
again,
not.
I'm going to say this. If you do this in your religion, that's cool. I don't know. Mental image is scarring me right now, but that's okay.
I don't know. It's like it happens, I guess, all over the world. It's just not very It's more common in some than in others.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Wow.
yeah, there's definitely some some people in the Western culture who do that, which is. Anyways, I'm sorry for this tangent. That was really weird, but it just came to mind, and who knows how my mind works.
Oh, if only we could tell. If only we could tell. Now on to American politics.
Oh, fun.
Some of the best comedy in the world, in my opinion. The United States divided through the Republicans and Democrats into, well, I'm sure the Democrats agree with this, and the Republicans probably not so much. But Barack Obama, former
Yeah.
president of the United States,
Oh, the man.
thinks Trump's an absolute idiot and called what he's doing with this coronavirus situation an absolute chaotic disaster. Barack, what's up, my guy? If you're listening to this, what's the motivation? Why are you going at my guy Trump?
Barack is the GOAT. Oh my god, I love the man.
Is he right or is he wrong, though?
Oh, okay, well, I don't want to pick a side, but he's right. No, I really don't know. To be honest, like, I mean, the U.S. has been hit harder than China now, I believe. I think they have over 1 million confirmed cases or something, which is crazy.
Wait,
So,
really?
yes,
Wow.
like, China is going back to normal life, almost. I mean, with a couple of measures put in place, but USA, on the other hand, I mean, some of the states are going back to normal, but like, I think they're still on.
They're still not
upwards
ready
trend.
to, though.
Like, over 1 million confirmed cases. Like, Canada has about as many confirmed cases as the US has deaths. Like, that's insane. So clearly we in Canada are doing something right that USA isn't. So I'm
not even sure if we're doing it right. I think we're just not being as stupid about it. And I don't want to insult Americans because I know we got a lot of American viewers. Yeah, I do check.
I mean, we're not insulting Americans. We're insulting the
thing-
government.
Here's what I'm doing. I'm insulting the American ideology that everyone is free to do whatever they want. I think Americans have too much liberty, or at least they reserve the right to have too much liberty. And this is why. You go to Europe, and everyone respects the rules. Nobody disrespects the rules. That's why Europe, even though they may have gone hit hard at first, they completely turned around.
Oh my god, yeah.
The United States, these guys do not give a crap. Even in Canada, there's protests all the time. And in the infamous words of Doug Ford, there's a bunch of yahoos going around protesting coronavirus. Same thing in the States, just to a greater scale. Because they're more worried about the economy. But I think they lack the ability to understand that there's not going to be much of an economy if everyone's dead.
Yeah, it's a good point what you bring up with different, like, with Europe following rules and USA don't. Because if you go to Germany, for example, you get, like, you get looked at if you jaywalk.
You get scolded. Yeah, you get scolded if you don't follow the rules.
Like, that's an everyday occurrence.
Yeah.
Here in Canada, probably in the U.S. too. Like, I guess that kind of the culture is kind of part of it too.
I mean, as much as I think Europeans and North Americans are similar, I think there's a level of, I don't even want to say it's respect. I think it's just, there's just a different level of societal values, I guess. And maybe I don't even know if it's values. I guess just tendencies.
Yeah.
That separates us from them. I mean, realistically, the pandemic may have hit the U.S. pretty hard. Is it 1 million total cases? Well, that's not even one. That's not even a tenth of their population. Like, it's bad, but a pandemic is considered very poorly taken care of when 10% or more of your population has received or been in contact with the virus. But 1 million out of the, what, 300 something million Americans is still not even 10%.
Yeah, okay, so the US currently has 1,274,000 cases, approximately. I ran at that number.
So it's about 3% of their population.
Yeah, it's like exactly 3%.
It's still little. It's just they have so many people. But I guess if you compare it to China, China had, what, 0.1% of their population getting the coronavirus?
Yeah,
Because they're a
China's
billion and
also
something.
massive.
So they actually didn't do that bad of a job either if you put it into perspective.
Yeah, you can always play around with numbers and make things look
Well, it's
for
whatever
better.
narrative you want to use.
But yeah, you're right.
Now, this is not to insult the Americans out there. America, I love you very much.
Please, FBI, don't shut us down. YouTube, we know
Yeah.
you're based in California.
Uh-oh. Oh, speaking of YouTube, I don't know if you still follow PewDiePie, but he just
Okay.
signed a new contract with YouTube for gaming, and Ninja's very not pleased.
Okay, Ninja's the guy who was kind of interesting in his earlier days, right?
Yeah, he's the guy who I don't even know if he got banned from Fortnite, but he's like, don't freak out in Fortnite, don't be swearing at other little kids. And on his streams, he'll be doing duos, like random duos with a bunch of 8-year-olds and telling them to F off and stuff.
Oh yeah. And there's one where it's like, if you don't get mad at the end of a game, then you're not a good player or something
Yeah.
like that.
He's the more extreme version of PewDiePie.
But yeah, so PewDiePie is now gaming or something?
Yeah, he's gaming. He's signed a new contract with YouTube Gaming.
YouTube.
How does that make you feel as a gamer and a YouTuber?
Okay, well, I wouldn't consider myself a YouTuber anymore. I'm long past my prime of making videos at the age of
Hey,
16.
all I'm gonna say is those videos lit up my day every time I saw them.
Well, what can I say? I'm a professional.
That gummy bear challenge you did back in grade 8?
Yes, the marshmallow one. That
Oh,
one.
marshmallow, yeah, sorry.
That was, how old was I? Like 14? Yeah, 14. That was not a good time for me. But
Yeah, I enjoyed the video.
I mean, a lot of people enjoyed the videos, and they'll probably still laugh, but probably just because they're really stupid. Oh man, but maybe I'll get back into it. I've been looking more into streaming on Twitch because that seems more casual in a way. You don't have to put as much effort into the post production.
And you don't have to act it out too, it's just real. You just sit talking as you
just
go.
talk to people. The thing about Twitch is it's hard to start off. The reason why I want to do Twitch is talking to people. Like, you get to chat with the people who are watching, and that's kind of the best part about it, I find.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it for the money.
Are you not doing it for the subs like Amanda Cerny?
Yeah, not
or
doing it
whatever her
for
last
the
name
views.
is.
Oh my, or Pokimane, who does it?
Did you hear about that? Amanda Cerny?
No.
She's
Let
like,
me search that up.
she started Twitch or whatever, something, and you know how like a subscriber is like a $5 per month donation?
Yeah.
Well, she has 195 or something,
Yeah.
and she made a video, and she's like, guys, I can't do this unless I have 500 subscribers. Basically just asking for money.
Oh yeah.
And so
yeah, she's one of
Keemstar is
those.
going after her.
Oh god, I don't
It was-
like those.
It was so funny. It was so funny. Keemstar tweeted out, he just said, don't be such a peasant. Go get a real job.
Oh my, okay, but that.
And then she was freaking out.
Killer Keemstar.
In the news!
So, TikTok. What is that looking like for you?
Okay, I don't know what it is, but I keep seeing these TikToks, and shout out to this guy, I think his name's Dave Campbell. I don't know, he's always on my For You page. For some reason, right now, on TikTok, everyone is posting videos of people painting vans.
Oh, okay.
Like, not vans, but the vans you wear on your shoes, like the
yes,
Dan Daniel
I
kind of
see.
vans. And so Dave, what this guy David Campbell did, is he he reacted to one of the videos. You know how you can he duetted one of the videos, and he wrote, "Stop drawing flowers on my vans to impress indie girls."
Okay.
And for some reason, everyone seems to be copying him because that's all I get on my For You page now.
Oh, okay. conspiracy theory. The TikTok company, which is a
Yeah.
Chinese company, started coronavirus so they could get more users. Change my mind.
I actually agree with that.
Like,
I think it's true.
the
I don't
amount
try.
of people on that platform just doing stupid stuff now because of quarantine is insane. I mean,
Aren't all the biggest stars American and Canadian though?
could be, but
I mean, I don't see any Chinese influencers on my TikTok for you page.
that's
I only
true.
see people from the States and from Canada, and the occasional Finnish person.
There's a lot of, yeah, I don't know. TikTok is kind of just a waste of time. I know when I wake up in the morning, I just go on my phone and then, oh, someone sent me a video on TikTok. It's like, oh,
Yeah, from
well,
9 a.m. until 10 a.m. I'm on
I
TikTok.
look at my time. It's like, oh, it's noon already. What the hell have I been doing? Like,
You know, TikTok's not a bad platform though. It's kind of Vine in a way.
it is. I have mixed feelings about it. It's cool, but it's addicting, and I hate that it's addicting because I just can't stop because they're like 15 seconds long usually, and
Yeah.
like
Well, here's the thing. You just scroll through one, scroll through two, three, four, five, six.
yeah,
It doesn't feel like it's been a long time, but you do that for what 100 videos, and you've wasted most of your day.
yeah, you waste like
I don't know. That's what I do when I'm working out, and if I take out my phone and I go on TikTok, I know I'm taking at least a 10-minute break.
just go on TikTok while you're doing the plank. It'll be the longest plank you'll have ever done.
That's true.
Life hack right there.
That's true. What do you think about the parks opening tomorrow
The
or on Monday, May 11th? I don't know when this episode's going to come out on YouTube, but what do you think's going to happen with the parks? Because Mr. Watson, Jimothy, is opening city parks tomorrow. What's your prediction? Because if the parks are opening, does that mean we might go back to school? Or you might go back to school maybe because you're in grade 12?
So
You think that's a possibility?
parks are gonna reopen. That might reopen some of the jobs from the city of Ottawa in the recreation and parks department. I don't think we are going to go back to school though. I think the parks it's gonna give people something to do. It's gonna change from like just being walk only through to you can like play like ultimate frisbee or like little sports
Yeah.
as long as you respect your physical distancing rules. So I don't know. I feel like that isn't such a big step forwards because there's no like law.
Was it a step
enforcement.
backwards?
Or, well, yeah, I guess step backwards to revert back to normal life.
Oh, speaking of which, I don't know why this just came into my mind. You said conspiracy theory. TikTok created coronavirus. France did accuse a few weeks ago China of having the coronavirus contained in a lab and then letting it escape.
Oh, yeah, so I've heard that story too.
Is that real or no?
Well, if it was, they would never admit to it because of the ravages it has done. I honestly don't think so. I really just think it was like it came from some kind of animal or something. It was transmitted by an animal. But yeah, and then there's another one too where it was an American lab in the US. No, an American lab in China. At Ground Zero.
Yeah, I believe that a little bit less though. I don't see the Americans setting up base in China personally. But it is possible. It's just everything's unclear right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, at the same time, I don't see really any gains from knowing where it's from. The only thing that can happen is, like, negative stuff. People will start blaming each other, and then there'll be, like, more severe sanctions put in place against different countries. I don't know. Like, maybe it's good to know.
It could end up leading to a war if we do accuse each other.
I mean,
in all honesty.
yeah, exactly. But in other ways, it's if we find out where it came from and how this happened, we are able to put in place measures so that it doesn't happen again in the future.
Well, we know that coronavirus got big in China first, and so did SARS.
So did SARS, yeah. That also.
I think the real issue is the live animal markets.
Absolutely.
I think that's where all this stuff starts. But that's more of a social issue almost than science. Science is not gonna. No scientist is gonna walk into there
Yeah.
and say shut all this down, or at least I don't see that happening. It's only gonna happen if some social rights movement.
It's part of the culture.
starts.
I mean, unless the culture decides to reject it, it's going to stay there forever, or they're going to move away from it. So, either way, we are at the 20-minute mark, and you know what that means. Unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye.
That makes me sad every time I have to say goodbye to
I
our
know.
gorgeous listeners.
Every single one of you listening out there right now, you are beautiful, and we believe in you and in your dreams. You got this.
We'll be there with you forever.
Yeah, forever and ever.
All right, see you guys.
All right.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.